again? 2 videos, 2 days? Must be bloody Christmas. Now, the reason I'm back again so soon, which is slightly unprecedented, is something big happened last night, and we gotta talk about it. It was Trump's first presidential address to Congress since being back, and it's a really big deal for American politics. You know, it's the time where the president updates the nation on what's been happening and what's to come next. Historically, these speeches have set the tone for the country's direction and are a platform for major policy announcements. It was about as crazy as you could get. We had congressmen getting kicked out. We had protest signs. We had refusal to get up or clap. We had USA chants and Elon Musk actually wearing a suit. So, for everyone that doesn't have almost 2 hours in their day to watch the whole thing, here is all of the best parts broken down for you and served on a News Daddy silver platter. Do not forget to subscribe if that sounds good for you and you want to avoid a biblical whipping. So, let's get cracking. Woo! Okay, so right off the bat, this whole event started from the very beginning with controversy. So Trump enters Congress, and while you have all the Republicans standing, clapping, and greeting him, many of the Democrats remained seated, with one even holding a sign reading, "This is not normal." In fact, and there's this one crazy part, which I only noticed like the 5th time watching this, but some guy from the other side of the aisle sees this sign and then snatches her piece of paper and throws it into the air. Like, this is crazy stuff. This is on his entrance, the very beginning. She then just kind of like stands there stone-faced while the camera follows Trump and follows him along his entrance. Wild start, but it only gets crazier, believe it or not, because when he actually starts speaking, Democrats start heckling him with boos and shouting, and Trump couldn't put a few sentences together without having to pause to wait for them to stop. I mean, we often hear about how divided American politics is right now, but I don't think I've ever seen a more clear, like, visual representation of that. There's some of these shots which you have from above, and you see half of the Congress standing, clapping, cheering, all of that, and then the other half sat there, almost like motionless, just with like pissed that they have to even be here. And at one point, these two halves started engaging in, I don't even know what you describe it, like a shouting match in there, with the Democrats getting out-chanted to the point when, of course, you ready for the chant? The Republicans started shouting, Alex, roll the clip, USA. Oh, man. You couldn't get more American than that. I mean, the chaos at the beginning got so bad to the point where Texas Representative Al Green was removed to restore order to the chamber.
The chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
And I'm not even entirely sure whether that's ever happened before. I didn't look it up before this, but someone could probably tell you in the comments if this has happened before. Now, the chaos largely died down after that, but the Democrats still found a way of protesting, but silently this time, in the form of signs. Some could be seen raising cards that read, "False," "Stop lying to the American people," "Musk steals," "Save Medicare," and the list goes on. Democratic women wore pink to protest Trump's policies that are impacting women, and Elon Musk actually wore a suit. To protest. No, I don't think. I think he just decided to wear a suit. He was given a standing ovation by half of the audience, of course, after Trump thanked him for all of the work he's doing at Doge. Trump then spoke about his election victory and noting all of his achievements, such as ending DEI, environmental regulations, and electric vehicle mandates, and also declaring, "We will be woke no longer." Some of the other major announcements that he made was a mandatory death penalty for anyone who kills a police officer. He called for the permanent banning and criminalization of sex changes for children. He listed the findings of fraud by Doge for honestly what felt like 20 minutes, and some of them bizarre.
$40 million to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Nobody knows what that is. $8 million to promote LGBTQI+ in the African nation of Lesotho, which nobody has ever heard of. $8 million for making mice transgender. This is real. $10 million for male circumcision in Mozambique. $20 million for the Arab Sesame Street in the Middle East. It's a program. $47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia. Asia's doing very well with learning. You know what we're doing. should use it ourselves.
Oh, and this one is crazy. He called Senator Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas to her face.
You would say Pocahontas says yes.
To be fair, she looks like she took it pretty well, but, for context, for anyone that doesn't know the wild backstory of this, Trump calling Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas is like a political controversy that dates all the way back to 2016, because she once said that she has Native American ancestry, and she even listed herself as a minority in professional directories used by law schools. Critics, including Trump, accused her of falsely benefiting from these affirmative action policies. After this, Trump started calling her Pocahontas during his 2016 election run-up. Elizabeth Warren then stood up to this controversy by actually taking a DNA test, which did in fact show that she did have Native American ancestry, but the results said that it was likely 6 to 10 generations ago, making her between 164th and 1/1024th Native American. I'm not sure if I said that right. And as you'd imagine, hearing this, instead of settling the matter, it backfired massively. She had to apologize to Native American leaders in 2019, saying that she regretted identifying as Native America in the past and acknowledged that she is not a tribal citizen. So yeah, a pretty wild backstory if you haven't heard it. And that's why people kind of lost their mind when they saw that he, called her Pocahontas to her face last night. Anyway, Trump also said that we're going to get Greenland one way or another.
For the incredible people of Greenland, we strongly support your right to determine your own future, but we need it really for international world security. And I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it.
And in one of the most viral moments of the night, Trump offered a surprise to a child diagnosed with brain cancer who always wanted to be a policeman, and he offered him something much greater.
And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
Throughout his speech, he frequently returned to the topic of the border, saying that America now has the safest and most secure border in history.
The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation, we must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
He also called for no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security. Other honorable mentions in this thing, and I'm just rapid firing through all of these. He said that he got a letter from Zelensky after their fight, and it said he is now ready to work under Trump's strong leadership and to end the war and come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Trump said he appreciated the letter that he sent. Trump also mentioned that on April the 2nd, more reciprocal tariffs are coming, which essentially means that anyone who decides to put tariffs on America, well, automatically right back at them, I think for the exact same percentage. And on that note, because I don't know if you've heard, go watch my TikTok, but the world is losing their mind after yesterday they kicked in 25% on Canada, 25% on Mexico, 20% on China. He said that these tariffs, yes, they would cause a little disturbance, but we're okay with that. It won't be much. Now, also in this speech, a lot of it was talking about the previous administration and blaming them for a lot of the current country's problems, including egg prices. Apparently, egg prices are crazy in America right now. And then, to round all of this up, he says they're just getting started.
We have accomplished more in 43 days than most administrations accomplished in 4 years or 8 years, and we are just getting started.
Almost immediately after he actually finally finished this speech was all of the Democrats. You can see shots of them just immediately getting up and leaving as quickly as possible. And while, as you can see, Republicans seem to love this speech, a few Congress members from the other side actually walked out of his speech early, saying that he was spewing all kinds of nonsense and bull and that they weren't going to stand for it. One Democrat representative, Jasmine Crockett, described it as a bad nightmare and that this is not America.
Why we fighting with Greenland? We fighting with Canada. We fighting with Mexico. Yet we in love with Putin. What is happening? Like, this is not America. This is a terrible nightmare. Somebody slap me and wake me the up, because I'm ready to get on with it.
Currently, you've got one half of the American government saying that this is America's new golden era, while the other half are calling it a nightmare. But ultimately, what do you guys think? I would be very interested to hear your thoughts in the comments. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the rapid fire one-day turnaround. Don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to hit 1 million. I'll see you later this week. Love ya. Bye. Woo! Nice. He called for the permanent banning and criminalization. Criminalization.